I said, that's not in the Bible. I said, I apologize. I said, what is in the Bible is that you are to follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see God. Within an hour, it was already in the internet that Pastor Adeboye says, don't pay tithe. I didn't say that. Fortunately, everything I said is on record. I went forward to tell my people, I say it is wrong to tie you down to 10% at a time when, by the grace of God, you should be far, far, far above 10%. I told them a story. Not a new story, a story they have had several times. That several years ago, I went to Tulsa to attend Kenneth Hagin's camp meeting. And they wanted to take an offering for their Bible college. And one man came to the altar together with his wife and asked for permission to speak. And they gave him the microphone. And he said, I beg all of you who are here today, give very well. Because whatever all of you give, that's what my wife and I alone we give. And we were about 17,000 people. What is this man saying? He said, anything all of you put together can give. That's what my wife and I alone will give.
Now in this one, he was trying to make illustration or storytelling that when he went for a program, everything people around that environment can give is what the man that came out, him and his wife, will give. Now I just wanted to hear another word again on what he was trying to say about the tithing of a thing. So in this one, I just wanted to be clarified so that you will not be confused. I just wanted to hear from another word again he mentioned.
I will give you 90%, and I will make do with the remaining 10%. So it's up to you to bless the business. He said that was 5 years ago. He said this year, the turnover of that little company is $50 million. Yeah? I said, thank you very much. And I came back home. And from that day onward, I began to increase the percentage I give to God. I told those of my...
If you want, he was trying to make his own personal experience what tithing and giving have done to his life. Now this one now is a personal experience he's trying to create. It's a personal experience he's trying to give out to people. It's a personal experience he's trying to sell out to people. It's a personal experience he's trying to tell people. But this thing now is not what God mentioned or God told us in the Bible to do, but he was trying to express his own personal experience. Now I just wanted to listen to some of his points he was trying to make with that personal experience.
Friends who are around you, born again, 10% is okay. It's the minimum God expects from you. But since then, you should have grown. That as you grow in the Lord, you should grow in praising Him, grow in winning souls, grow in praying, and grow in giving. In other words, I said the minimum for beginners is what God calls 10%. So I told my young ones, I said, so from now on, begin to increase that thing that I said is that Pastor Adeboye apologized, and therefore people should no longer pay their tithes. I said tithes should be minimum. It should be for beginners. What I didn't tell them then was there was a woman.
Now, if you watch, he was trying to make another illustration again that he did not ask anyone not to pay tithe, but you should, if you want to pay, you should pay a minimum of 10%. Now, the man that the TO was going forward to narrate and explain things he have mentioned for so many people to pay. I really want us to come to just listen to this last word he was saying.
She was in a very poor situation at that time. She took that decision. God looked down on her and began to bless her. Before she died, she had become a board member of a very big bank. Because when you trade with God, you will not suffer a loss.
Now he just make his own reference, which is very, very well. Thank you for watching this video. Now I only just played this video so that you could easily understand what the man of God was saying. He did not ask anyone to stop paying tithe, but he only said you can easily pay a minimum of 10% from your tithe. Thank you for watching. Please, you can easily subscribe and like the video.